Okay, so welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom. I thought I'd show you a couple of games to show off the premiums that are currently on sale in the shop for this weekend. So you've got the ISU-122S and the Mutz. So these were games I had yesterday actually on the new 9.15 server, which I think show off the strengths of both of these vehicles, both of which I really like. So let's start with the ISU-122S. It is a tier 7 Russian premium tank. Doesn't come up that often. It was part of the Berlin quartet or trio as Europe got it, but it's back on sale again this weekend, I think only until Monday. It's a really nice tank. It's an assault gun. It's pretty much the same as the ISU-152, but at a tier lower. So we're in a good matchup here. I'm platooned up with Bonkers and Shoot and Scoot, who are both from my platoon. I missed that first shot on the T25. I rushed it rather. I'd known he was going to sit there and invite a shot. I would have done it later, but I've got him in the end. So yeah, this is a tier 8 game on Redshires. Bonkers and I have come up onto the middle hill here. Shoot and Scoot has head down to A1, which is quite a nice position in a TD to sort of snipe along anybody trying to come down that road down via the castle. So I'm just going to play a waiting game. I'm sat back from the bush there, which hopefully should shield me from being spotted by anything. There's a Hellcat. Can we put a big shot into him? Yeah, 471 damage. Nice. Plus the fire. He obviously had an automatic fire extinguisher, but it didn't do him much good because the Jagdpanther 2 took him out. So we're 2-0 up, which is a good start. And you've seen the accuracy of this gun is actually pretty good. For a Russian 122mm gun, it aims in pretty well. Shouldn't really have knocked down that tree. It's a bit rash, but I'm taking a chance here. That 12-ton and the Centurion are causing merry hell over there. Bonkers has also moved wide to try and cover them, and there doesn't appear to be an awful lot. Normally you get one team camping on this side of the hill and the other team camping around sort of F4 area or F5 area. This game, they don't seem to have put many tanks there. We've got a Jagdpanther 2, a Jagdpanther normal, myself and Bonkers out here, but the other side don't seem to have got committed too heavily. There's a Centurion out there, and then we've just lost our counter battery fire. So the artillery spotted the artillery shot and killed him. Good shot by the arty. There's the Centurion moving across to, where's he going to? I think he's trying to scoot around the edge of the hill. And there's a CDC. Okay, so we got a Noni, a CDC, but they're both, the CDC's in the sort of, I guess it's the moat around that castle. There's an ELC out there. It's really got nothing to shoot at, so I'm just trying to get positions where I can support. Can I get a shot on that ELC? Get spotted, but I managed to pull back. Nothing fires at me, which is intriguing. Hellcat's too busy firing elsewhere. That shot was far too low, Dom. Far. But he's still obliging by sitting there. So we're obliged by putting 379 damage into him. Nice. That was my fault entirely. I should have aimed better on that shot. Oh, there's a Jackson. Hello, Jackson. I like Jacksons, but not when I'm fighting them. He's gone too, but I did get spotted with that last shell. And there goes an RT shot. Luckily, I pulled back the moment I felt. If I hadn't had Sixth Sense there, I would have been hit by that big ass shell that landed there, but I didn't, so it's all good. So can we get a shot on that Oni? Oh, and there goes CDC. What's he doing? Oh, there's a Borsig up there as well. So Borsig and CDC are trying to gang up on that KV5. I put one shot into the CDC. Borsig's gone down, but I think the cave troll's dead. Yeah, there he goes. KV5's down. Shoot and Scoot's a little bit worried at this point. He's asking for support. I missed that shot. Didn't lead it anywhere near enough. The CDC was running faster. Now look at this shot coming up. Bang! And a fire, and he's gone. Shoot and Scoot was a little bit grateful of that shot. So Can I hit the Hellcat? I can't quite see him, so I think Shoot Scoot's going to have to deal with him. Oh no, I got him too. There we go. So that's 2 shots, armed tanks moving at pace. I've just tracked the Oni. That's about all I can see of him, so I'm just going to try and track him in place here. Can we just keep him there? No, unfortunately he moved. And of course, at that point I changed to HE to make sure of the tracking shot, and that's the point when he decided to move to use his repair kit, so I only did 110 instead of killing him there. Never mind, he's down. So we've had a pretty good game. We've done 2,000 damage, in excess of 2,000 damage, which is okay, and it is 7 TD. Looks like we're going to win the game. Both Bonkers and Shoot and Scoot and I are both intact. In fact, I haven't taken a hit. So there's only Artie left. Don't think we'll get there in time. We're not that quick. The ISU is pretty nimble. I mean, I hear I'm doing 35 or so. Obviously a bit more as I come down this slope. But, you know, it's not a slouch by any means. And it's got a little bit of armour on the front. It's a bit flat. It's a bit high at the front. So the armour at the front isn't fantastic. But it's okay. It will bounce shots occasionally. And it's really this 122mm gun that is surprisingly accurate for a Russian 122mm gun. They're generally not that good at aiming at distance. This one is, as you saw, I took that CDC and that Hellcat at range when they were full flight. So anyway, we win. GG. So it was a second class mastery. We got Bruiser, Arsonist for setting on fire that. In fact, we sat on side Jackson and the CDC. CDC was the one that saved Shoot and Scoot. That fire killed him very quickly, and a fire for effect. In terms of the team, we Shoot and Scoot had a brilliant game sitting in that A1 slot. Did 2,329 damage, 1 kill. He out XP'd me by a whole 1. I did 2,114 damage and 3 kills for 930 base XP. So Bonkers surprisingly didn't have such a good game. It was funny, we had a really good night of games that night, and one of us would have a lousy game, the other 2 would have really good games, but on the whole we were running something like a 70% win rate, so yeah, overall we can't complain. But that was Bonkers' turn to not have such a good game. I think that I had a couple, Shoot and Scoot had a couple, this one both me and Shoot and Scoot did well. So detailed report: 15 shots fired, 11 hits, 7 penetrations. Majority of that was at long range, 1,511 out of our 2,100 at distance, which just shows how this works. Got 873 damage. Important stuff for the premium: you got 62,000 credits after costs, which were negligible. We came up with just shy of 48,000 with a premium count. If we'd had a non-premium, that would have been around 27,000. Received 1,395 XP being a premium, times 3 bonus for being a premium, and also bonus for being in a platoon, which is what happens now in the new 915. And we came up with a very, very nice 4,534 XP. So that is the ISU-122S in its full glory. Let's have a look at the Mutz. So now to the Mutz. This was a game yesterday again during the day, actually, when I was platooned up with Noob Doob 01, which was nice. First time I'd ever platooned with him after he sent in all those videos. I was just thanking him at the thanking him for all his recordings he'd sent me recently. We got a pretty poor matchup here. We were in a tier 10 game on Live Oaks. I'm driving the tier 8 German stroke Swiss tank, the Mutz, which is, as I say, is on sale at the moment. £38.11 for the package for that, which seems rather a lot. But it's a very, very nice tank. Really like this tank. It's probably one of the best all-round mediums anywhere. So anyway, oh blimey. Noob is in his French CDC. We've seen that before. He plays it beautifully. He's a bit more advanced than me. I'm just trying to support the thrust here. Hit that. Oh, that was a nice shot on the 1390. Set him on fire. I'm worried about that Lorraine out there. And you can see that the Mutz actually will bounce shots because he can only really see my turret. Even a Lorraine 40T over there, which is, you know, it's got a pretty good gun. He couldn't pen me, and we've just been steamrolled on this flank. There weren't enough of us here. I'm trying to help the Patton and the Object 140, but look how many tanks there are out there. Can we get the grill? Yep, nice shot on the grill. That's a value target, and there go both of. Well, the Patton's about to die, so we bug out. Me and a noob decide this is just stupid, and it's really a race. Can we get back over the railway line before that whole bunch of enemy tanks? And they're all pretty fast moving, and the grill itself moves pretty quick. So you can see I took an APCR hit from a AMX-30B, but otherwise got away relatively unscathed. I managed to bounce that Lorraine with the turret armor, because the turret armor on this thing is surprisingly good, and you can see it whistles along. I was doing the 50 along there. So I'm pulled back behind this building, see if we can provide some support. Can we hit that 30B as he comes over the railway line? What about the... So as much as I'm trying to... Oh, that was a shame. Side shot into the Object 140, no damage. That's frustrating. Got spotted. So I'm just trying to lose the spot, confuse the enemy where I might go to. Noob's telling me to pull back into the dip where the arty hides, and I'm thinking, shall I, shan't I? Like, yeah, actually that's probably a very, very good idea. We're winning the other flank. We're actually winning the game, but this push on the south is very, very big. So me and the grill are heading back, see what we can do. It looks like we've got a break for a minute. Yep, there we go. I managed to get back, and again, this is where this tank is really good. If you can get down and hold down positions, it's actually surprisingly good. Oh, that was unlucky. That was unlucky. Don't know why it didn't hit, but... So, they're down in there, the depression along the edge of the lake there. I'm helping the RT, spotting targets for them as well, and trying to get as many shots as I can. Bear in mind this is obviously a tier 10 game. There are some big ass tanks out there. T40 just took down one of the grills, which is great. Can we get... Oh, there's the Object. Oh, nice shot. 2.6. So that makes up for the one I missed, because I think, well, the one I hit but didn't penetrate him in the side armor. That one went straight through. But he's still on 2,000 damage. He's still on 1,600 damage. So he's or health, sorry. So he's pretty intact. And I'm just trying to keep these guys lit up. Noob's been a bit more aggressive, but that's because he's a better player than me, frankly. I'm just trying to light things up, make sure that we can see anything that comes through this middle, because at the moment it's only me helping the artillery. And although we're winning, this sort of game that could go down either way. There's the Object. I'd really like to get rid of him. Really want him down. And there we go. It's been hit by the RT. What happened to that shot? Oh, normally this gun is incredibly accurate. For some reason that one decided to drop straight into the dirt. So Noob's in trouble. I should have acted maybe a bit quicker, but I was worried about that 140. Still am really worried about that 140. So if I can just remove him, then I can go across and jump on the back of those tanks. I'm wondering at this point, has the Object bugged out? Has he gone back to base? Or is he still there? So we've got Super Pershing, Lorraine and 40B all sitting down there. 40B's down. 40B? 30B. It's inflation. So here we go. I'm decided to go for it, and there is the Super Pershing shot in the side of him. I'm using premium unashamedly now. Can I finish him off? No, somebody else did. But there's the 40T. He's down too. So that's good. that's all good. Right, we've won the game, I think. Oh, bash into the tree. And you can see the mobility of this thing is really, really good. Let's see if we can get a shot on that object. He's a long way away. No, he just moved just as we fired, which is a real shame. Don't write, Dom, just play. And then I missed the chance to fire at the object. Oh well. So there you go. We've won the game, surprisingly. We did not a huge amount of damage, 1100 damage, but you just saw the mobility. This tank is very, very mobile. It's got some good turret armor. The gun is actually very, very good. It's very accurate, although that shot on the object just went straight in the dirt. It's just one of those variables. But it, even in a tier 10 game, if you get the sort of map like this where you can use mobility and you can move around, get hull down, you can actually do a pretty good job in this vehicle. I really, really, really like the Mutz. I always say all these tanks are my favourite. Well, this is definitely one of my favourite tanks. I should do a list of all my favourite tanks. And I tend to like sort of fairly lightly armoured, fast moving, good gunned, good penetrating tanks, and this is that. The hull is pretty lousy, the turret is pretty strong. So we're up against the backchat artillery. I thought he might be down here, but he wasn't. He's run back to base. I don't think I'm going to get close to him in time, even though I'm whistling on here about 45 kph. The grill is so quick, and there's a Panther out there who's no slouch either. And the arty get him anyway. So that was it. GG. So that was third class mastery. We got spotter because we did a lot of assistance damage here. Finished up. Where did we finish? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th on the team. Noob actually beat Noob. Yay! I beat Noob. He was 6th. 727 base XP. 1181 damage. Fired 12 shots, hit with half of them. Penetrated with only 4. Well, it was a tier 10 game and there were some big ass targets there. We received 2 hits, only one of which penetrated. That was the MX-30B who shot me in the arse. And then I bounced one, which was the Lorraine 40T, which is good. I did 1800 assistance damage. And again, I've said this in some videos, I think when you are in a tier 8 medium and you find yourself in a tier 10 game, you're as much having to play as a scout. Lighting up the enemy team so your team can do damage is really, really invaluable. You can moan all you like about how Wargaming screwed you over on matchmaking and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, you can make a lot of credits and you can make a lot of experience. Equip your tank with coated optics if you can, which is what my Mutz has, and use them as a scout. You don't need to actually spot that many tanks for of the enemy to get shot at to do quite a lot of spotting damage, because they've all got a lot of hit points. I actually did spot a lot, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there you go, for that 1800 damage. Should have been a bit more actually. There you go. Credit wise, because it's a premium, it makes money like you wouldn't believe. Nearly 68,000 gross XP. I fired some premium, so actually I made profit wise just under 46,000, which is pretty good. If it been standard account, non-premium account, it would have been 23,000 credits. Received experience wise just over 1,000. It was a ×3. We get the bonus for being premium and we get the bonus for being in a matching platoon. Gave me 3,491 XP. So there you go. That's the 2 premiums that you can buy this weekend. They're limited edition. You don't see them that often. I say that they come around fairly regularly, but they're not freely available every day in the Wargaming shop. So if you're interested in them, I can recommend both. If you like your TDs, you'll love the ISU-122S. If you like your mediums, then the Mutz is the nuts, basically. It's fantastic. Love it. I love them both. I played them both quite a bit. So anyway, hope you enjoyed those replays. If you did, please consider giving it a like, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, and I'd be really welcome to see you. If you've got any comments about either of these tanks, let me know down below. Good to interact, good to hear what you think, and good to get your view on these comparatively new premiums. There's apparently another raft of them coming through, so we'll see what Wargaming tempt us with in the future. This has been Gamer Dom. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your games. Have fun. Remember, it's just a game. It's not for real. And have fun.